Smokehouse, baby.
Knock the stick off, man.
We sending out them smoke signals.
Pick
Put
your
hands
square.
on you, boys.
When the bell rings, I'ma put my hands on ya. Call your face the helipad, I'ma land on ya. Elite striker, put you on your backside. Howdy, I'm from Texas where the ladies don't catfight. They serving up some chicken wings, I ain't talking fast food. Hit you with the guillotine to counteract your last move. Make you go night-night if you don't tap first. I'ma throw the straight right, but you can catch a jab first. Come on, got the smoke that you're looking for. Dishing out the punishment, worse than the book of Job. Take me to the mat if you can't fade the combos. But if you take me down, I'ma play you like a trombone. Oh, it's the Big T at Smokehouse. Got 'em begging me to let the smoke out. If you flex with me, you get choked out. It's the Big T at Smokehouse. Smokehouse, Smokehouse. It's the Big T at Smokehouse. If you flex with me, you get choked out. What it is, world? It's your man Shy, aka 12, and I want to welcome you to the Big TX Smokehouse. This is my new podcast / YouTube channel. I call it Combat Sports with a Texas flavor, and I'll explain that more a little later. But I just want to do a short introductory video to basically let you know what it is and what it ain't. And so I'm gonna start off with what it ain't. So what it ain't gonna be me scouring the internet, social media, and chronicling the ins and outs of the beefs and the branding that goes on in today's combat sports. Going to Twitter and saying this fighter said this on Twitter and that type of stuff. And that's mainly for two reasons. Honestly, my life is real hectic, so I really don't have a lot of time to, provide daily content like that. Secondly, there's no need to reinvent the wheel. There are plenty of content providers out there that are doing an excellent job of keeping us abreast of what's going on in the fighting world. You know what I mean? Like, you can go all over YouTube and you can go to any podcast, but there are several that I watch pretty regularly, daily actually, and I get great content. I get I'm kept up on information, who's going to be fighting who may be fighting who. That type of thing. Who's thinking about fighting who's moving up in weight, all of that. And I ain't no, what I'm saying, I'm a player by mine, man. I ain't gonna be acting like I'm no kind of source or any of that shit. You know what I mean? I give props where props are deserved. So if I hear some information from one of these content providers, I'm gonna shout them out. You know what I mean? Was there, like I said again, it's some of these guys that are great at what they do, you know what I mean? Which is why I watch them every day. So I'm not gonna be doing that. What I am gonna be doing, however, is I'm gonna be representing Texas, man. I'm gonna be really highlighting combat sports athletes from the state of Texas and their journeys, their mindsets, their goals, their histories. So I'm going to be interviewing former and current, boxers, MMA fighters, as well as amateur and pro wrestlers that are from the state of Texas or reside in the state of Texas, or trained in the state of Texas, or have some kind of connection to the state of Texas. And the reason I want to do this is because we have the Philadelphia fighters. Great fighters, great legacy and lineage. We have the Detroit fighters, same deal. We have the New York fighters. We have the UK fighters. We have Russian fighters. You know what I mean? There are these Mexican fighters, Puerto Rican fighters. These pockets and of regions where
these people have these deep lineages and they're known as the you know, the fighting capitals or what have you. But man, we got hands in Texas too. You know what I mean? And I just rarely hear them talk about Texas like that. I mean, now Texas fighters are starting to get mentioned a lot these days, but in all honesty, a lot of it is negative, and usually it's Errol Spence Jr. or the Charlos, and they, you know, they just, for lack of a better term, a lot of times they either getting praised or they're getting shitted on. And a lot of time that's because people just don't like the PBC and they fight for the PBC. So, you know, anybody that fights for the PBC is going to get, you know, some kind of bad reputation by certain groups of people because they just don't like Heyman. I mean, I'm just going to, you know, just lay it out there. That's just what I think it is. But at the end of the day, you know, there are a lot of great fighters coming out, you know, from Texas in the history of boxing, as well as currently fighting, besides the three that I just named. And so I'm gonna, you know, talk about them. Hopefully, I'll get an opportunity to talk to them and bring interviews. So I've already interviewed some, you know, world champion wrestlers, national championship wrestlers in college. I have some world champion boxers that have committed to giving me interviews, and then sometimes I'm just going to give my analysis of you know, what's going on out there in the world of Texas fighting. And sometimes, you know, I may just, you know, watch an old fight that took place in Texas and kind of do a little commentary on it. But anyway, yeah, I just want to shout out my state and kind of just, you know, keep it going. So a large portion of you know, the channel will be interviewing the future champions, you know, of tomorrow, you know, these amateurs, these 14 and 15-year-olds that are winning, you know, Golden Gloves, or winning, you know, national championships in wrestling, like I said, winning titles in MMA at a young age, because these will be our future champions that, you know, we can be talking about 10 years from now, you know, 15 years from now. So, you know, so I think I'm going to enjoy doing that. So that's going to be a large portion of what I do. So I hope you enjoy it. I'm going to cuss from time to time because, you know, I just cuss when I talk. So I'm going to be mindful and respectful of the fact that when I'm interviewing students, that I respect the fact that they represent universities and high schools. And, you know, I don't want to put them in a bad position with their institution. So yeah, I'll definitely be on my best behavior. But like I said, sometimes you know, F-bomb might slide out of there. So anyway, like I said, I hope y'all rock with me. I hope y'all ride with me. Let's kick back, talk some of this smoke, you know, send out some smoke signals, like I like to say, and you know, see how we gonna rock with this thing. So y'all be easy, lay your head down, wake up tomorrow, and let's talk some shit. Like that boy E40 say. And I'm out this boot.
Trombone. Oh, it's the big T at Smokehouse. Got 'em begging me to let the smoke out. If you flex with me, you get choked out. It's the big